also known as AJ Stitch on Instagram, and welcome to my 13th Flosstube video. Flosstube is a place where people mostly talk about cross stitch. Sometimes other crafts get filtered in as well. Today I am mostly talking about cross stitch because I don't have anything else to show. This is where I'm at right now. It's been busy. I keep having to go to work still, which I live in upstate New York and I teach in upstate New York. So we usually go all the way until almost the very end of June. The weather around here has not been brilliant. It's mostly cloudy with a patchy bit of sunniness today. And it said it was gonna feel warm out, and it's just not super warm. I mean, I'm in a hoodie, long sleeves. I wore a sweater all day with another jacket over the sweater. I just couldn't quite get warm enough. However, it's supposed to perk up tomorrow, so hopefully there'll be some outside weather. You're going to see the kitties bouncing around a bit. That was like Mercury that was just in that window. We're in the sunroom and they don't get to come out here all day. So when I do let them out, they're like, I have to explore. While old Peanut is over in her chair, just completely over it all, and she's ready for her nap. So we'll see who ends up joining her. So today I want to start, I had a giveaway on my last Flosstube video for a Week Style Works floss pack from Southern Stitchers Company. And she was sending one to the winner and one to me. And so just before I started filming, I used the random comment picker on YouTube and it chose Jan Holder. Jan, I have commented on your comment and I gave you my email address too to message me at. So congratulations, Jan. I hope to have another video with a giveaway, maybe even my next one. I'm seriously only 7 subscribers away from 1,000, and that was my plan, was to have a 1,000 subscriber giveaway. So hopefully my next one has another giveaway attached to it. But congratulations, Jan. Thanks so much for watching, and thanks to everybody who commented. You've all just been so supportive and kind, and I greatly appreciate that. I last filmed at the very end of April, and I was prepping for Stitch Mania, and I had no plan to start anything because, as if you watch, you know I've already been starting all the things. And so I started off May with the goal of catching up on the Shine On Sampler by Bonnie and Camille, and this is a cross-stitch pattern that is found in a quilt book. So I'm going to show you both today. I had my book bound at Staples, as I shared last time. So there's the quilt book, and that's the quilt that you could actually make. And then the cross stitch is almost identical to the quilt. They did some color changes, but this is the cross stitch pattern. And so if you go on the Jolly Jabber blog by Fat Quarter Shop, they have this as a stitch along, and each section is broken into each section is assigned to a week, and you kind of just stitch along week by week. And that is really working for me. Even on my other stitch alongs that I've been doing, if it's a smaller section, I feel really good about being able to do it. It's not working for all my stitch alongs, but some of them it really is. So this is where my Shine On is at now. Look at the colors! Oh my gosh. I love this so much. So I worked really hard to catch up. I spent hours and hours and hours doing it because that is a lot more stitching than it looks like far away. Like that bee is full coverage. The little rainbow boxes are full coverage. But the colors make me so happy. This is on a piece of 32 count So Vain by Fortnite Fabrics. Just realized as I was looking at it, I thought I had a stain on it, but it's because of course, you know I'm using a piece that is way too big for this. But it's actually just the red showing through. I'm so glad I didn't stain that. So I'm getting there. And so my job this week is to do this whole section. And I already started that green today. And I kind of hope tonight to get most of that done. It's a lot of stitching, but it stitches so fast. If you haven't done one of these, like quilty style ones, I highly recommend it. It really stitches fast. It's so delightful to do. I just love it. So that's where I got on my Shine On sampler. I'll put the hashtag below. And it's, of course, hosted by Fat Quarter Shop. And I keep that one in my Goose Designs project bag. And it has one of those little, she probably has a name for it. It might be like, I don't know, floss wallet. Mine is an absolute disaster, but this is like a little peek into how I actually am. And it's just got a little snap, and it's got like a nice little felt inside, and I just have all of my flosses stuck there. When I started using it and wasn't using all the colors yet, like it had cute little circles on it, but now this is what it turned into. But it doesn't lose the floss, and sometimes there's even a pair of scissors in there. And I've used quite a bit of floss. I'm almost out of red. And I was actually thinking I could put my white away because I think I've used all the white that I needed on it. So it's coming along nicely. It's actually a pattern that I'd almost, and I never say this, I would almost consider stitching it again because it was so much fun. Oh, I love it. So that will be what I'm doing when I finish here. But I spent May 1st through 8th and the end of April catching up on the first 10 weeks of that stitch along, and I barely stitched anything else except my hip hop chalk full jar, which I forgot to bring home from work, and you are spared this week of seeing minimal progress on my jar. Sorry. The next stitch along that I focused on was my sail away, and I had gotten the project bag and all of the things, and I have to tell you, Fat Quarter Shop has absolutely wonderful customer service. They sent a needle minder that I had ordered. They didn't just gift it to me. I had to purchase it. But I purchased it, and I emailed them because every time I tried to use it and set my needle on top, the needle would go around to the side and underneath. It was really frustrating. It would not hold the needle. And so I messaged them. They got back to me the same day, and they're like, oh my goodness, it sounds like it might not have been put together right. Don't worry about it. You can use that one as a fridge magnet, and we'll send you another one. I was like, great. Completely happy. Since then, Fat Quarter Shop has gone ahead and ordered new ones made because apparently the metal that the magnets were made of or the needle minder is wrong. And that totally makes sense because I did like try to remove the magnets and flip the magnets and switch the magnets. Nothing is making this magnetic. I don't know what it's made out of. I don't know these things, but I know it doesn't work. However, I removed the magnets, and now I have this lovely little anchor circle, which to me is such a pretty ball marker for golf. So that's what I'm thinking I'm going to do with that new golfing toy. And kind of like brings my cross stitch and my golf together. Oh, do you see the sunshine? That's like one of those little tiny bits of blue sky I can see. Most of the rest of it's cloud. That little spot right there, sun. So awesome customer service, Fat Quarter Shop. Thank you so much if anybody who works there happens to ever watch my video. Thank you. So Sail Away has 2 parts out. This was a mystery sampler. I knew that it was very patriotic just by the color palette. And I've got part 1 and 2 done. Part 1 was the chain around the outside, and part 2 was the words and the pennant. Pennant? The nice banner. We'll go banner. And I love those flags. So the next section of this comes out tomorrow, and it should be delightful to stitch too because all of these have been. And at first I wasn't sure about my fabric because the chain doesn't like super stand out. Like it doesn't pop, but I actually really like the look of it. So Camille, get in there. Then I worked on my Hello Pumpkin Sal, which isn't right here. Hold on, I might have to pause and go get it. I have to. I'll be right back. Okay, sorry. I don't know how I missed this one. So this one I keep in my Nikki's Notables bag, and it's got pumpkin fabric inside. And I'm doing this as a stitch along with Emma X Stitches and Belushi Stitches. They both have wonderful videos and are wonderful stitchers and super fun to watch. And we have 2 Facebook groups going where you can chat with people about your progress and share pictures. Everybody's really kind and supportive, just like you would expect from cross stitchers. And we have done part 1, and part 2 was for May. So we're doing 1 part a month, and I got my part all done. So I love that owl, super fun to stitch. Those leaves are also a lot of fun to stitch. The part I struggle with the most is an element that was also in the Hello Dear. this little guy. I never know where to stitch. I end up stitching like around in a circle. I'm going to show you the back so you can kind of see how I like end up looping around, because there's like 2 stitches of 2 colors over and over again, but they just, I don't know. I hope my linen's not so see-through that you'll see my carry, because it's not a super thick linen. Also, once again, I'm stitching with a piece that is too big. You will see I cut a piece down to this week finally, but there it is. There's my Hello Pumpkin. Super happy with how this one's coming together. Really enjoyable stitch along. It's not too late to join in. The group's talking about doing Hello Sunshine. Some people are already stitching Hello Petal as well. I did order a pattern on Caterpillar Cross Stitch. I think it was Hello Sunshine. I think I just ordered the Hello Sunshine so that I would get it when the stitch along started, because that's coming up. It's not out yet. And then when I went to my mailbox yesterday, apparently I ordered some needle minders from Caterpillar Cross Stitch too and completely blocked out doing it. I completely forgot I ordered these. So I did get the Chick, which is from Hello Petal, and I couldn't resist the cute little hedgehog, which makes me think of Beatrix Potter characters. Is it, oh, you know who I mean. Is it Mrs. Tiggywinkle? You know, the cute little hedgehog character. That's who that makes me think of. And then I got the toucan as well, which is from Hello Sunshine. And that one looks so fun to stitch with the flamingo and the toucan and whatever else happens to be in there. Fun. I've never stitched anything quite like that. So that was a nice little surprise in my mailbox. Eek. All right, so then the next sale I got out, thinking that like, all right, I'm knocking these down. I've got all these sales done. I mean, making some good progress. This is my Alice in Wonderland mystery sampler that's being created by Owlforest Embroidery. And I showed last time my progress, and I got it out, and I was trying to even like count stitches on this one for semi-stained stitchers so that I could like get some entries for giveaway. I don't even know what I'm actually doing in that group. I will insert a picture of this one. However, on my 45 set count natural sedge linen, I'm really bad at stitching this. It like, I don't know, I might need to get just maybe a smaller needle. Maybe my needle's still too big. That could be it, because it's, to put this through the linen is causing actual pain on the tip of my finger. Stitching shouldn't hurt. This should just be completely pleasurable. But instead, here I am injuring myself. So since I last showed it, I did get this section done and across the top, but it's nowhere near the progress I wanted, because I have to go down this whole side still, fill in all the hearts and more flowers, and there's a whole nother section, and that's part 1, and part 2 is already out. I guess I should work on finding a smaller needle. I don't know. It's beautiful, right? I love it. And the new section is like above and below this. I know I said it backwards, then I showed it. And it has like the little card, like the spade and the club showing up. And oh, it's going to be adorable, but it's hard for me to stitch. So I'm going to keep trying to make myself do that so that I can enjoy the beauty of it. But I'm going to have to try something different because it hurts. The next sale that I pulled out and have been working on little bits, I want to work on this one all the time. I'm going to admit that. I love everything about this. It's probably because it's Pattern Keeper. I made it my focus piece for semi-stained stitchers, which every 1,000 stitches you get credit for it. It's not going super well, but, and probably since last time I showed it, you are barely going to be able to see progress, but I have like filled in more here and done more green, and that's really all I've worked on is right in this area. This is a little bit more green than it used to be, but I do still love it. I'm past the 10% point now, and my goal is to get to 15% by the end of the month, and it seems like it's slower going right here because this is super confetti. But when I get to this section and this section, like this is all one color. This is all 995. All 995. So that's going to go together fast. it's just like right now this very detailed section, and I still can't wait to get to the colors in the umbrella. So it's getting there. Just love it. I don't know if you can hear the beeping noise. I have a peony bed by the end of the driveway, and last year my peonies were gonna bloom. I was gonna have my first 3, and then the deer came and ate them. And so right now I have sprayed them, I've done a granular border, and then my friend gave me an electronic scarecrow, which I didn't know what that was, but it keeps making like beeping noises and siren noises and high-pitched things. It's pretty far away, but I can still hear it, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to stick with the electronic scarecrow. Do you think neighbors are going to complain? I don't know. All right, so Mini Sunflower Cottage is getting there. Oh, that is also a stitch along with Stitchman Darcy Cameron, and Emma X Stitches. And that is also another fun one to do with them. Lots of people are stitching it. It's very enjoyable. Love seeing everyone's progress. I just wish I was making the same amount of progress as others. My mail truck's coming. That's one of my favorite things in the world. I don't know if you're going to be able to see them. I don't know. You'll see the little truck go by. It's putting things in my mailbox right now. Okay, the next piece I worked on, it's not a sale. This is a piece that I decided I was going to try to do a section a month, and that's on my Christmas list by Silver Creek Samplers. And last month I did the angels singing with the angel, when that was quite a bit. So I pulled it out yesterday thinking I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna get so much stitching done. And then I looked to see what I planned on stitching. I was like, oh, it's hardly any stitching. You're gonna be fine. So this month it was Christ is Born, and then I did the star here and all the stars over here. But there's only 2 more months. Only 2 more phrases, and then this whole piece will be done. So I'm very happy with how this is coming along. And I know I was fussing about my color choices because I went with the called for DMC, and I'd seen some variations that were stunning, but the more I have this one, the happier I am with it. And I can't wait to hang that on the wall, hopefully this year. We'll see. And the last whip I have, I think that's the last one I have. Oh, no, it's a new start. It also happened yesterday. So yesterday I felt like I had made so much progress on Shine On Sail Away, on Hello Pumpkin. I was working on everything. I'm like, you know what? You deserve a new start. So I had signed up through Fat Quarter Shop for the calendar crates by Priscilla and Chelsea, Stitching with the Housewives. And I got the pattern and the floss only. And yesterday I decided I was going to stitch that small piece. So first I pulled out my black fabric because I bought a large amount of black. And I looked at it, and I looked again at the picture, and I thought, I don't know if that is exactly the look I want for what in my house. So I decided instead to go with this lovely piece of color and cotton 32 count Lugana in the color Succulent, which looks very gray to me. It might have a tiny green, but I decided to start the small, and I got the top section of the small completed last night. Except I didn't do the little green stitches because there's only 10 green stitches on the entire small. And I thought I'd do them all at once instead of changing colors 3 times. But, oh, it was fun to stitch. And it went together really fast. And I really like the gray. I was afraid the colors weren't showing up enough, but I really do like them. So my thought with this is I'm going to steal a little bit of method from Kimberly Jolly. And I decided that I'm going to try to do a section of this small each day. So I've already done land. And then today I'll do that eye, which has 1 more flower in it. And then maybe tomorrow I'll do the word love. And then the small's all done. And then I was also thinking that I would find a way to section this one off. that sectioning of patterns seems to really help me be more productive. That kind of leads into plans. I have lots of other whips planned to work on this month that I haven't. Remember Whip Go? Because I apparently haven't worked on Whip Go since February, so I have some catch up to do there. Lots of other projects to visit and work on. I really want to work on my Fruit of Plenty stitch along piece, and that's still stuck in its March block. I have a lot to do. However, I've been enjoying it all so much that I really can't complain. So today it's more Shine On and maybe the middle row of Calendar Crates July. And tomorrow, who knows, the next sail away will be out. I'll want to stitch that. I'll want to stitch everything. And I know things are going to switch because the forecast for the next week actually has several days that are above 70 degrees Fahrenheit, which will feel really nice and make you want to be outside and do fun things like play golf or garden. You know, I'll update you in a couple weeks. I hope everyone's well. I hope you're all watching some great Flosstube on your downtime, because we have some wonderful people that just work so hard to bring joy and inspiration to everyone. Just so you know, during this video, Peanut continued her nap, and the other ones are continuing to wander around like they've never ever been in this room, and they're acting very scared all of the time. Mercury is currently... Oh, she's going to bug Peanut. I'll try to get a picture for you guys. Peanut doesn't like it. I hope everyone has a great week. I might film in 1 week or 2 weeks. We'll see how much I get done. And other than that, I'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks so much for watching. Bye!